So this Air India crash up there too.
Hello my friends and welcome, it's me again,
I
Dennis.
think this happened
It's
yesterday.
the airline pilot. I used to fly Boeing 737, but here we speak about Air India crash Boeing 787 Dreamliner. So we have the recent image published. Yeah, one more CCTV camera, you may see Boeing
How did this even happen?
787 Air India running
Do they
for
know?
takeoff. This video was filmed, I guess, on the phone from the screen of some of the place where CCTV images are being played. Time of the departure definitely was confirmed, 13:28 local time. So here's the plane. And again, it's kind of the blurry video. If I was there in the room, would see it from the screen, actually, I would tell you what is the flap setting on this airplane. But here, with this resolution, it's definitely hard to tell. So the airplane was rolling, and it's coming actually to the end of the runway, and then it lifts off over here at the very end of the runway. You may see
This seems to be working well,
still there
right?
is the thrust. It pushes the ground, and we have even some of the dust particles, grass flying around. So I guess it's already the end of the runway. So departure was done at the very end. From what I understand, I didn't see the runway over here on the bottom. Again, for the flaps, it's definitely hard to judge with this resolution on this distance. Whatever it was, there was definitely a problem because the airplane was struggling to get up. The crew lifted off this issue to the air. If that issue happened after V1, it is understandable. If before V1, yeah, they should have rejected the takeoff. Well, for me, it is now understandable why crew didn't retract the landing gear, because, yeah, there was the climb, but it was like barely, the airplane was barely
So the landing gear was still up
climbing to
before the
the air.
crash and
And if you
all.
do not have this constant climb, obviously you should leave landing gear down. The reason is to absorb the energy in case you touch down after takeoff. I guess it's the Russian source here, but nevertheless I took it from the internet. So what's about flap retraction? I don't think that crew would retract the flaps in this case. The airplane just continue falling down slightly. Because of the landing gear, you have significant drag,
It just goes down. That's it.
and if it is a zero flap configuration, it is understandable why it happened. So it looks like one of the reasons, I will speculate just a little
Is
here,
it not enough speed or
that
something?
it looks like there were no flaps selected for takeoff, and airplane just stalled with a zero flaps configuration. How could it happen? Guys, I'm out of clue, because you have the warning system installed in the airplane. If the airplane is not in a takeoff configuration, like you haven't selected the flaps for takeoff, at least flaps 1, like on Boeing 737, you'll have this warning, pam, pam, pam sound. By the time you press the takeoff go around button, you advance the thrust levers, you'll hear this very annoying warning. Even if you mess up with your click with all of the checklists, if you do not configure your airplane for takeoff, this warning will let you know that it's not the proper configuration of the airplane. On
I think this actually happens in 2022, right? Air India Express or something.
7, they also
Coming from Dubai to India.
have the warning. Same stuff. So if the flaps were definitely up, like we see here, judging on this resolution, again guys, it's hard to tell, because again it was filmed on the phone from some sort of the screen. But let's review it closer. Looks like the flaps are up, but hard to judge from this distance, from this resolution. Yeah, some people were saying that there is the ram air turbine, and definitely there is specific sound with it. Let's listen to it, and let's see the Boeing 787 with a ram air turbine working. So here we go, you see the location. And it sounds like the piston aircraft, but in fact it's the sound coming from the propeller. So people were saying that it is the same sound over here, but
And how much decibel is
again,
that?
this video is filmed on the phone, I would say in kind of the busy street or near the busy street. Let's listen to the sound here. Someone even comments, I wonder if the sound partially in this video is coming from the CCTV camera. Maybe not. And again, if we zoom in with this resolution, it is very hard to tell, but probably something is deployed over here. A little bit on the back, maybe a ram air turbine, red. Maybe we can see some others. Something is stirring, probably, out there, at the place where there is usually a ram air turbine, but it could be maybe this antenna. And here maybe after all we have the configuration for takeoff, because those are the slats. I will just erase the image. You may see that it's a little different compared to this wings. So maybe the leading edge devices were extended and the trailing edge at minimum, which was done for efficient departure. So I would tell that something definitely was wrong with the hinges. For now, I would put attention on that one if I was the part of the investigation team. Yeah, why there was such a long roll after all? Because as we know now, the airplane went to the end of the runway, backtrack, and used all the runway lengths. Well guys, for now there are still more questions than answers with evidence we receive. Again, everything is in kind of the bad quality. The original files of the videos at least have not been presented to us, so it's hard to judge with this low resolution. The good news, as it was reported,
They didn't release the footage yet.
apparently one of the passengers survived, so he was delivered to the local hospital.
The sole survivor,
Yeah, the video is black and white with
because of his position in the emergency
the red color
exit or something.
Sorry guys, I blurred the passenger and I don't want to show his data here, but definitely it is a legit boarding pass from that exact flight. The seat was 11A. Strangely, but it is located at the forward part of the airplane, and maybe just emergency exit was very close, so he was able to save himself.
Yeah, actually lucky guy, huh?
He said that he woke up with lots of the bodies around and in the wreckage.
I mean, the trauma is still there.
Passengers say that he lost the consciousness and he woke up in the wreckage surrounded by bodies. Guys, again, it's a very horrible crash that happened today, and my duty is to speak about it. So whatever clues or new evidence we have, I'm gonna record the video for you right away. So there's
the survivor is very minimal for this one.
gonna be more updates, I guess, today,
Kind of a
maybe tomorrow.
tragic story.
Again, thank you very much for watching me.